Hi, we start again. So, today we want to make this profile of the wheel there. So we see we can do it. There are curves, and then we must change it. Add curve, Bezier curve, rotate x 90 degrees, grabbing, bring to position, scale down, bring to position, edit mode, start of the roundness, extrude, end of the roundness, extrude till the end. Now get in float, grabbing and follow the float. Same here, follow this float. Here that is too long, so we make it shorter. This one must be get in float, so we turn it and we get it in float. That is too long, so make them shorter. That is turned, so we turn them back. And that is the curve. We have that. Shift D, make a copy of that, turn it by the side, and here we see we have a little break-in, so we go here and make that a little longer and a little bit more space should be there. Nearly. That is good enough. Good. We'll add that and give them here by curve a full adapt. I don't know how thick that is. In the biggest part, yes, that is okay. Good. We have to do the resolution of 3 to make it real or nearly round. Get on more 4. Good. Then Shift D, make a copy of that. With Alt C, we convert the mesh from the curve. So we have that. And now we have to make it smaller. Here much smaller and there a little smaller. So we go in there and take this loop with proportional editing, so we get here proportional editing connected, and scale with S, and you see we include much of them. I want to include a little bit less, so I roll them in the mouse button to include only a part of that. So such like that. That here should be very much smaller, so we can go here hard way. Such like that. And then we have that hook there, like that is there. Only thing we have to do is to close that here correctly. So we go here, disable the proportional, go to local axis, to normal, actually. So, and extrude, bring it out, scale down, extrude, bring out, scale down. We only have now to bring them a little bit in shape. That means that here must be a little bit more there, but we should take it with background. So circle selection and bring there. Then we can here bevel a little, so Control R, make a loop in, Control B, move and roll. But before we do that, we make it a little bit greater, and then roll. Good, the same we make here, Control R, make a loop in, scale a little up, Control B, move there and roll. Then we have a rounded end there, and the same we make here on this side. Extrude one time, grabbing, bring to position, scale down, extrude again, grabbing, positioning, scale down, a little bit more there, then Control R, make a loop in, scale up, Control B, and bevel. Same here. Good. We done that. That is fine. So we make a copy of that. Shift D. And we want to make a normal for this wheel profile. So we have to make the half of them. That means we object apply rotation scale of it, set the origin to geometry, go to top view, then we delete the half that we don't need. So that means border selection with B, and then we can delete here the front, so we have only the down part there. Good, that we later can bake. The problem is when you cut through, the normals go outside, and we want the normals to go inside. That means we press N, then we can see where is it? Here in the edit mode, normals. Then can you say the faces, and you see all faces look outward but not into. So we have to change that all, and that means we can recalculate and flip the direction, and now it looks into and not out. And that we can bake. Good. We've done that, and close this panel. We have one file, save. Now we make the next one, this one. So again, position, add curve 0, rotate X 90. Scaling, grabbing, positioning, and this one should be at the end of the roundness. E to extrude to the start of the roundness, E to extrude to the end of the roundness, E to the rest. Now we bring it in float. That is in float. That we bring in float. That is too long, so we make it shorter. Here we get the float. That is too long again, so grab, bring there. We get that, bring it in float. That is too long, so make that shorter and bring it in float. All done. Good. That is our curve that we want. And there is the same. There's a little bit smaller and there is much smaller. So we bring them there and make a copy, Shift D. Then we say here it should be a full curve. It should be have a depth of that. so like the other one, and give them a resolution of 4. Then Shift D, we make a copy of that. That is a curve now, and we want to convert, so Alt C, we convert a mesh from that curve, and now it is a mesh. So we want now make the same as before. We use here, first apply the rotation scale of the object, then set the origin to the geometry, and then we can go here and give them a connected proportional, and take here the outer loop, scale down, and you've seen that that was really sharp, so we get that like that. And here only we need a little, so we scale and go with the circle near to, so we only include a little of that, and that is okay. So we make a copy of that, Shift D, then we go to top view, bring it a little bit in front, then edit mode, B for border selection, we can disable the proportional, and then we delete the half. So we have the second one, and here is the same with the normals, thing on that. So we go to flip direction one time. Good, we done that. Now the last one. Here's only a little bending in it, so we grab directly to that position and extrude one time there, and that is all. That is nothing complicated here. So we get in float, get in float, get in float. That is the curve. Make it on each end a little bit smaller, and then that was it. So we have the curve, Shift D, bring him there, say it should be a full, should be have a depth and resolution of 4. So Shift D again, and then we convert, Alt C, and mesh from curve. We have now the mesh. Shift D, make a copy of them, edit mode, at the end say proportional connected, scale, and take a huge circle, then you get a huge effect, and here a smaller one, so scale and only include a little. So we get that. Shift D, top view, bring it in front, and delete the back. So border selection, go there, X, verts. So here the same, we have to move the normals, and we have to apply rotation scale and set the origin there, and then edit mode, mark all, and under shading flip directions. Good. Same we do it here, only apply rotation scale, and here the same, apply rotation scale. Good, we have these 3 ones, file, save. Now we bring them there in position, grabbing, positioning, grabbing, positioning, and here. So we have that 3 things there. We must look that they're all at the same height now. That was the other one that we don't need. So we looked at all at the same high. Good. Then you see here are the same ones, so we have to bring them there. So we take that one, scale it a little, and then we must apply that again. Shift D, copy, and we need to mirror that. You see that? So object, mirror, interactive mirror, hold the mouse wheel and click left to accept. So we got one turned. That here is the same. Shift D and object, mirror, interactive, hold middle mouse button, move the mouse, left click to accept. Good. Same here. Shift D, object, mirror, interactive. You know how it works, so we have that. Good. That is the wheel profile that we want. So we take them all and Shift D, make a copy. What is that? We go one back. Shift D. Now it works. That is Blender. Original. So, good. We join them together as one. Shift D again. Then we apply the rotation scale of that one and say the origin should be in the middle. Then we want to make a normal from that. That means we have to array that that it comes to the other ones. So we give them here a modifier, an array modifier, not in this axis, in the X. So we give there a 0. We go here. That isn't it. So we take that one, set, yeah. And you see it appears over them, but it's too much over them. So we have to go here a little bit deeper. And then we can make 3 or more. And you see what we got there. So now we must cut out the real profile to get them every time arrayed on the whole wheel. So file, save as, take no version number 36, file save. Good. Now we have to make their normal from. So I told you last time that we can make that with the mat cap. So I will try that again. That was, what is that? Oh, the normals. Yeah, that's okay. So Shift D will make a copy without this modifier. So we have one for the left, and this one we can apply. Then we can take them, make it greater, and go in the toolbar, show whites not. I must look where this shit was. I every time forget it. Madcap. Madcap. Show whites? No, that can't be it. Where is this shit? I don't know it every time. Every time. But I think we will find it. I hope. Madcap. Edge mode and links mode. really. That is that is what's bad on Blender, yeah. Every time is another shit there. You must make that and that before that goes. Then when you have luck with that, and we must go to solid mode. That was the problem. Solid mode must be there. And then you can go in. And now is madcap there. Wow, unbelievable. And that is our normal, but we turned that here, so you see that is in other direction from the normals, so we have to do that again. Mark all, recalculate them, and then all in the same direction. I hope I will see the normals again. No, they're at the wrong side. So we flip them all. Yes, that's the correct one. So, and we got that. And we say here render OpenGL render. Wow, that is not so sharp or so good. So we have to do another there. We take here much higher one, 1920 by 1080. That is the HD format. And then we can go near. And then OpenGL render. We got that. Looks a little better, and it's enough, I think. So image, save as image. We take it as a JPEG with all colors. We give them a name and put it in our texture folder, and it should be the wheel profile 1. File save. Good. Now we go in GIMP, motorite, and here our baked normals, and there is our wheel profile, and we go in GIMP and open it there. So we must find a way to get here a quad out of it where it can be repeated. That here can't be repeated because here isn't that one that needs to be there. So we must search a point where we can cut that off, and then all should be at the same point in the next time. That means we get here, no, one back, we get here. That is the down part where the next one starts. So there must be some like there. I must look good. That is really not so easy to see. That here. Yes, I think that is it. Little maybe. No, I let it. So this one returns here, so you can plug it on each time. So file, cut, edit as a new picture. So we have that. Hope that will work. That comes there, that comes there, that comes there. Oh, it looks good. So we get the magic brush there, and say here then the selected should be inverted. Then edit, we cut it out, and then edit, put it in as a new picture. and then we get that here, and that is the normal for the wheel. So we export it as a PNG, that is right, and it should called wheel profile 2 alpha, and it should be in our texture folder there. So we go Blender in our bike and textures and say export. Good, done. So we can close that all. Was much shittier, I must say that. Hard work for such little effect there, but such is blendering. So back with the serial on the numpad to our project and go back here to material board. So we see all. We can make the cam on the side, and we can get this here, and without that surely, and without that, so only that, and move it to second layer. Here's another one, and the other things there, bring them to side and move to second layer. File, save. Good, now we want to put it on the wheel, surely. So we have here made last time a material wheel profile. When we go in edit mode and say select, we see what he marks, that is that here. So that is our material in the moment, the wheel material, but we want to make another, sure. So we add principal shader, and we want to make a normal on it. So we have to do all what is with graphic, and graphic means textures, and textures means coordinates and UV. So again, texture coordinates, mapping, texture itself, the normal map. So we got that. Connect UV with the vector, get to texture, vector to vector. We get our new profile in our texture folder here, and we connect color with color, and the normal with normal, and we get here our normal there. We call it wheel profile 2 alpha, that is it. We need an unwrap of that surely, so we need unwrap. We see what happens. It's a little bit small, a little bit ugly, and a little bit false. So what we can do is, I must look where we cutted it. Cutted it here one time, on the other side too, but here is no cut from there. Wow, from there to there. So we need to mark there a seam, and then we try again. Now it works. We get here the wheel profile selected and UV unwrap, and that is now the wheel there, and you see it appears there on the top, but we must rotate it, so rotate 90 degrees and scale up. Then you see it appears there, and you see that it is real too hard for that one. and it shouldn't be titled. That is titled 1, so we need here minimum 0 and maximum 1. Then we have it better, you see it directly. Scale X, no, scale Y. Let's try it. That's no problem. Grabbing positioning. The scale is 1. That is for the we've forgotten the UV map here. Okay, and we have to go here a little bit smaller from the profile there. Then we go here scale Y, and we see how it turns and get completed like it shouldn't. So we go here to black, and it should be roughness should be very high. It is gummy, so that must be such like them, and it must be much smaller. So we scale Y again. There. Now we see it comes here on one part, but it isn't titled in the rest there. So we have to activate one that can go much more and the other not. So we have to try that. You see now here it comes one more, and when we go there to 4, we have more, and when we have 7, we haven't more. Good, but the possibility is there. So that means when we go now in edit mode and scale Y, we can place it that isn't so easy, but it must work. Scale Y. But this part is lost in a moment. So we tried. Make here 20 or something. No, that don't works. I don't know why, but it don't works. So we make it again. U unwrap. Why that is so weird there? The rotation scale was not applied also. We apply rotation scale, U unwrap again. It is the same. That isn't good. That means we have to try another method. Can be smart UV project maybe. It split it up in other parts, but that isn't good enough. So we have to select all tools, remove doubles, 0. Okay. The shading UV, recalculate the normals. Then we can say here object clear. No, not clear. Let's look where it is. Mesh, clean up, delete losers. There are no errors. But we can't unwrap that correctly. That is very, very, very bad. So we try it again. Unwrap. So we got that ugly thing. I don't know why that is such ugly. But we try it again. Rotate X 90 degrees. Scale up. And we disable this here. So we have that. Let's look at, we get a better view. That is better. Scale Y. Scale X. That is for the brightness. Okay. Scale Y. It's how long they should be, and we make them smaller, such like that. And that is good. Yep, that was it. Okay, so we done that. Let's look. Normal, that's all okay. That should work. We go back to material mode. The strange is enough, 0.5. But we have last time did the red thing here, the stripe, and there are forgotten one. When you go to that material again, black metal glossy with the normal, with the stripe, so it's called. There you must make here an principal shader between the image and the shader itself, and the mixer itself. So we have no shader there. That means we need to have one principal shader between them, and then it is there when you render. That was the problem when you rendered, that wasn't there, and now it is there when you go to render. So we have now that. You see it's a little bit too strong maybe there from the profile there. So we can go here a little bit more down, and then that comes more and more like we want, and we can make here then the same colors. That will all be changed later, the colors to perfection and so on. Okay. Back to material mode. We have done that. File, save, good. So we have done today, I think not a lot, but we have done some, yeah. The problem on all this shit is we must type much things and make them all manually. That one here on the wing, on the back wing where the wheel is. We must make that all symbols there, and that costs many time. And this writings there all must be done. So maybe we make that fast. Okay, click here, add text, rotate X 90, tab, backspace, then we type tire information and scale them down, such like that. Shift D, make a copy, bring that in front, and go here back to global axis. We go here with tab, backspace, and delete all, and we see what we type there. Let's look. Cold tire pressure pressures. So then this commando is driver and passenger, and again this comma. Okay, then space between and the comma, and in the middle driver only. Own, I see there nothing. Only. Yeah, better is when you have it in a black part, then you see what you type there. Only. Good. Until the end. A comma. That one. Good. Then in the middle, tire size. Tire size. Good. Double point there, and that should be that. Grab, bring it into position. We take another one, Shift D, and type in that shit there. So tap and type again. Front 250. Oh, that's bad. 250 kilopascal. Yeah, they know my name. 2.50 kilo. I don't know. CM2. Okay, and 36, I think it is, psi. Point. Or PSL, no, psi. Okay. So we have that, then rear. $250 kilopascal, 2.90 kilogram per foot or something, I don't know. Slash CM and high 2, 42 psi point. Good. Yeah, the little here between that nerves me, but okay, you only can try. So next one, I think I make it a little bit, no, we make it directly under it. So front, oh, it's too small, so front 250 kilopascal, 2.50 CGF centimeter in quad, and 36 psi. Okay, if they mean so. Real. $250 kilo. No, 290. Wow, 290 kilopascal, and 2.9 kgf quad centimeter, and with the 42 psi. Okay, I think we have here an error. This rear should be 290. Good. So we have that. Tire size we make a single one, so that is good. We let that there and take here Shift D and type this down part text there. So front space double 100 120 slash 70 set R 17M slash C klammer 58 W Klammer zu. Good. Space rear space 180 slash 55 set R 17M slash C klammer 73 W klammer. Good. Wow, that is nervy shit, but it must be done. When you want to have it realistic, you must have all these typings, all this shit. Good. File, save. In the next part we write this last shit there. We make the symbols from there and some parts that must be done before, and we will bake. There's much to do. So see you in the next tutorial. Bye.